then that you wish to head? If at all, yes, you continue with your plans, you know, to deputize Jimmy Wanjigi come 2027. Do you suppose there's anything that is going to change in terms of how then Parliament will be transacting its business? Because then we have a history of saying that when things get bad, there's no way they're going to go back to being good. You know,
I've said the time of legacy politicians is up.
Okay.
All of them are going to be chased. And Honorable Sankok should not blame the voter. Because at the time when the people were voting, these people presented themselves as capable. But in midterm, they've shown their greed. In fact, this 13th parliament is cursed. It's a cursed parliament. I don't have any faith in it.
Right.
Nothing good will ever come out of that parliament. That's the truth. I never used to believe that 13 is a cursed number, but nowadays I do. Borrowing from this parliament. That 13th parliament is a cursed parliament, can never deliver.
Right.
Because it doesn't serve the interest of its people. Look at even today, tomorrow's dailies. You're going to see a member of parliament claiming millions of shillings in mileage. Some of them, if you look at the mileage claims that they've presented, it means somebody has gone around the entire world 6 times in 1 year. The entire world, 6 times in a year. Yeah. How is that even possible? So these are crooks in office. But their time with destiny is coming. In our time, we do believe that Parliament should be a representative body of the people. And Safina Party, we are providing a platform through which the people's voice should be heard. If you're elected as a parliamentarian, your role should be representation, oversight, and legislation. If you're an executive, yours is to execute. Judiciary, adjudicate. And each organ should be independent. We expect to have a robust parliament that will question and hold to account the executive. So that if we are going wrong, we know that the people know that they have their parliament that can call back the executive to order. I will not wish to serve in an administration where parliament is a rubber stamp of the decisions we've made. Then you dilute democracy and even affect service delivery to the people. Because then it means there is nobody who is checking on you to make sure that you do everything within the law. Our parliament has failed. Just the question that I was asked about what could we have done on the Gen Z issue.
Yeah.
I will apply our constitution, which recognizes the right to peaceably and armed to demonstrate to all Kenyans. Article 37. The young people who expressed a desire to go and demonstrate in that church, it is their right in the constitution. You may not like their message, but it's their right to demonstrate and to express themselves the way they do. What you will have done is to mobilize policemen to go and provide security to the demonstrators. You don't send them there with the tear gas. You don't send them there with the AK-47 rifles. You don't send them there with bullets. By the time somebody removes a policeman from a police station, they open the armory, you're giving them a gun, you're giving them bullets. What are you telling that policeman? Go and kill your people.
And I'm glad that you talk about the right to demonstrate, and perhaps we would want to assume that that is basically what we have would have expected. But history has taught us not to imagine that demonstrations are just demonstrations. And remember, there's the right of these people who have gone to church to worship.
Let me tell you, one thing you're missing in this country, we have so many demonstrations. Even today, when William Ruto was going to Kamukunji, there was a demonstration going on there. People are congregating, the people who like him were congregating to show their love for him. That's a demonstration of their support for him. It is right. How comes when they come out to demonstrate to show their admiration of William Ruto, there is no policeman to show tear gas at them? When they are going to demonstrate against a message that is unpalatable to the executive, they are sent to policemen with guns. Whereas those people have a right to worship.
Yes.
The demonstrators also have a right. The right of those people to worship is not superior to the right of the demonstrators. So what the police will have simply done is say, fine, this is the parameter. The worshippers will be on that side, the demonstrators will be on this side. The police will form a human shield and a barrier, and you allow them to shout, to carry their placards, to send their message of displeasure. That is what a demonstration, by its nature, it is meant to cause an inconvenience to the norm. So that the message of the demonstrators is amplified and the cry is attended to.
It's as good as saying you're challenging the status quo.
Yes, that is why it's called a demonstration.
Fair enough.
I think even as Willis responds to that, there is a bigger question that we are avoiding here. The question is this, that how did we get to people trying to go to the church in the first place?